Diva by Daisy Goodwin, published by Autofiction, and that is Head of Zeus imprint. And if you're looking for the actual cover, I've been lucky, this is a proof copy, so I've read it quite early, but this is more what you're going to be looking for. This is the story of Maria Callas, and it takes the reader from Europe, from Greece, where she was born, across to New York, and it follows her story of love, passion, romance, and of course her wonderful, wonderful soprano voice, for which she is so well known and still so revered today. In New York as a youngster, she was there with her mother and her sister Jackie, and her mother was pretty undermining to Maria. She favoured Jackie. She didn't really want to recognise Maria's incredible dulcet tones that she could actually bring into being. And, she was quite abusive, and Maria then had to set off and forge her own way. And it is a credit to her determination that she eventually ended up at, La Scala and all the big opera houses throughout Europe. And she was married to Tita Meneghini, who was a husband. They kind of rubbed along, but it wasn't an affair. It wasn't a marriage of passion. It was a marriage of convenience. He was her manager. He kind of looked after all the admin, got her the gigs, and, was kind of there in the background. But she had the sense that he loved her for her voice and not so much for her. It is only really when she happened to meet Aristotle Onassis, the shipping magnate, that her life changed. And in a way, all the roles that she had been presenting on the stages were not so familiar to her, but she learnt to be passionate with him. And he looked after her, he seduced her, and, she just let herself be corralled by his interest in her. He did, however, have a wandering eye, and, it wasn't going to be a long-term relationship. His wife, Tina, said, to Maria, beware. She didn't want to hear. In fact, a lot of people warned her off him, but she was just so driven by passion. That passion that she had experienced on the stage when she was singing. And here it was in real life. So they spent a lot of time on Ari's yacht, the Christina. It had an operating theatre for unexpected illnesses. It had a car underneath somewhere that they could take on land to travel around. It had a swimming pool. It was just the height of luxury, and this novel is full of glitz and glamour. This autofiction is really her story imagined through the eyes of the author. The author herself actually learned to sing as a soprano, so I guess she could understand what the power of vocal cords could actually mean to someone, and what it might have been like to experience such a talent, which is, going the extra mile. And you can really tell, because I feel she's really got into the persona of Maria Callas. It is towards the end, in fact, we know right from the beginning that Jackie Kennedy catches Aristotle Onassis' eye, and she's only just lost her husband, President Kennedy, but he's already in there. He's moved on, and she struggles to really understand how that undying love that he had shown her could just be so fickle and just move to a new person. But she had been warned, and that was him, unfortunately for her. And so it's a look at her life, it's a look at her passion, it's a look at her love, her singing, and it's just full of glitz and glamour. So if you're looking for something that is immersive, then Diva by Daisy Goodwin is certainly one I enjoyed a lot.